Hey there, my name is Ben, and my partner Brandon and I live in this big blue bus behind me. This right here has been our primary toilet for the past 3 years. It's been okay. We've had a few too many leaks, and we have an exciting new upgrade coming. So today, like all things, we must reach our end, and this toilet has found its in the trash.
We filmed that clip exactly 1 month ago, and we have been using this as our sole full-time toilet every day since, so that way we could bring you our most thorough and in-depth review of this system, so that way you can know if it's right for you or not.
We all have been there where we've bought a product based upon what they said it would do, and then sadly that it hasn't met expectations. We're very happy to report, however, that the CompoCloset Cuddy Composting Toilet is the opposite of that. We've been really happy with a lot of features in this, and we want to break it down for you. So let's dive in.
First things first, when you go to the CompoCloset website, you'll have a few decisions to make because you have a few great options. We have several of those options here, and we're going to sort of compare and contrast the models, what you get with them, what we like about each model, and who we think it's for. So no matter which one you choose, the Cuddy Lite or the standard Cuddy, you will receive this base toilet model. Now the base model does come with a white plastic cover, but we're a little bougie and we upgraded. So that's the lid that's already on here. The cool thing about this toilet is you have an LED indicator light. So let's say you are close to full on your liquids jug. It will then turn on and alert to you, hey, if you don't go dump this, you're going to have a problem. And as people who have overflowed our DIY jug several times, it is unpleasant.
Yeah.
It is very unpleasant. And that won't happen here. But another thing that is great about this system, let's say for whatever reason your battery goes dead, or I don't know, you just don't notice the red light on. Even if it were to overflow a bit, because this whole model is one solid plastic piece, no liquids are leaving this container. With our DIY toilet, it had a seam on the bottom, right? So when it did overflow, that urine was able to escape the toilet and go onto the floor.
And to other parts of the vehicle, which is not fun because you do not want that.
Yeah,
just don't.
No
It's
one
gross.
wants that. Okay, so that shouldn't happen because you have an indicator light. But if for whatever reason it does overflow,
You have the rest of this self-contained unit that will keep
Trap
it there until you can clean it up. So that's good.
another thing that is great about this toilet is that you'll see this little knob here. It turns. So before, when we opened our DIY toilet, there was just a gaping hole here in which you can see down in. And that's okay, you know, it's fine.
You have cover material, you cover it up.
Yes, but it is an open hole where you use the restroom and then you see it and yada yada. This flap keeps visuals away and helps keep down smell and odor and keeps everything contained again in this box.
Speaking of cover material, let's move on to the container for that cover material. So with the Cuddy Lite, you get the standard bucket over here. Allows you to put in a compostable bag of your choice, and it's very simple. You use it, you put cover material on it to keep down the smell, reduce the moisture. When you're done with it, you bag it up and throw it out. Simple, clean, easy.
Another good thing about this bucket is that it has a pretty good size to it. So I would say that this bucket will last you about a week, week and a half if you're 2 people using it full time.
Both systems also come with this black pee jug, and this has a capacity of 1.7 gallons or 6.4 liters. And for us as 2 people using it full time every day,
Who are very hydrated and urinate quite frequently.
a lot of liquids going through these bodies. Basically, we dump this every day as a fail-safe. Now, we can probably get away some days with like a day and a half, but that's probably the maximum for what we can do. No more than 2 days for sure.
Yeah.
But it is very nice that this is a pretty good design. It makes the walk of shame when you're carrying this to go dump it out somewhere a lot less embarrassing than our
We-
last one, which was basically just a jug, a clear jug.
Yeah.
And it was always embarrassing to dump that. So this is way better than what we had personally. It has a little cap here so that you can dump it out really easily. What's nice about this unit is that we have a P-trap in here, and it helps with two things. First off, it cuts down the smell. Second, it prevents any sort of spilling while you're in transit. Our last toilet, we had plenty of incidences where we didn't empty the toilet before we left. We were driving down the road. When we get to where we're going, all that bouncing and vibration led to a bunch of liquid overflowing. This has not happened so far with this. We've been a lot of places, and we are very, very happy with this fail-safe feature. The last thing that comes with both the Cuddy and the Cuddy Lite systems are these googly eyes. Very important, and if you like to personify your toilets and give them names like this gal over here, then
I will say we have not named our toilet yet, so if you have any good ideas, we're accepting suggestions in the comments below. This is a closer look CompoCloset Cuddy Lite system. You have the indicator light here, your basic toilet, the opening and closing of the solids bin. Inside, you have your liquids jug in the front and your solids bin in the back. You use it as you normally would, and then when it's full, you simply lift up the bag, throw it away, put a new one in. Now we're going to switch to talking about what you get when you order the standard Cuddy system. You get all of the things we've already mentioned: base toilet, pee jug, the indicator light, the covers, all of that. Really, the differences come in when you talk about the bucket. So this bucket here, take a look at it, has this metal feature on the front, and that allows for agitation. So it also comes with a lid, and it's recommended that you use coconut core. Now, don't be worried. The only thing in this right now is coconut core, but you can see this spindle here, and that is what turns to aerate your coconut core and your solids. So every time you use the toilet, give it a little turn. This isn't something you have to be doing all the time, but you do want to do it somewhat frequently, because when you're thinking about composting, you really need that air being mixed in for it to be able to dry out and to actually compost. One cool thing about this is how large this hole is. They refer to it as the drop zone. And I will say I've never felt like I'm going to somehow miss the hole. So this sets on there like that, and it sets right down into the main compartment of the toilet. Again, this lid just sort of helps with keeping everything contained. And whenever you're rotating, you don't want things to like fly out.
the last thing that comes with the Cuddy standard composting toilet is this electrical kit that plugs into your carbon filter and fan that are inside this toilet. This is a standard 12-volt connection that hooks up to the power supply of your house or your vehicle. The other thing that comes with this is an optional, purchase separately, external venting kit. We have not used that because we really wanted to test out and see how this functioned as a self-contained unit. And so far I've been really happy with the results. Now, as you can see up there, we do have a port to vent it externally that we put in for our previous toilet, and we are going to try that out and see if we notice any difference. If you are interested in finding out more about our results of that test, let us know in the comments and we'll post an updated video to show you what we found.
This is a look inside the standard Cuddy toilet. Again, in the front, you have your liquids jug. In the back, you have your composting bin. This is the lid that we discussed before. Whenever you're using it, you keep this on. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to take it off so that way you can see the agitator moving. So this is what keeps everything stirred and mixed. Now, behind this, you'll see the carbon air filter. And down here, you can't really see it, is the fan that powers that air filter system. Now that we've chatted about what you get with each specific system, let's chat about what we like about this. And honestly, there is a lot to like. The first thing is you are not stuck in a system. They have built this in such a smart, modular way that let's say you decide you want to try out the Cuddy Lite, okay? But then you're like, maybe I do want the filter system and I want that carbon thing and the fan. You can simply add that on. This base model is meant to be modular in that you can change your mind. You know, you can start with the Cuddy Lite and say, actually, no, I want the agitator system. That's fine. Go on and buy the agitator bucket. It fits right into your standard toilet. Or you can buy the Cuddy system and say, agitating is too much for me. That's fine. You could go back and you can just get the standard bucket system. Or you can say, I don't think I need to vent externally. Okay, that's what we've been doing. And now, like us, we're saying we're going to try to vent it externally. You can do that. So the smart thing about this is that you're not locked into one decision and one design. And when you're spending money on a system that you've never used before, it is such a relief knowing that there are adjustments to be made to suit your specific needs. A little birdie told us that they are coming out with a new vacuum dry seal system. And we have not tried it, but we know it's in the works. So if that's something that you would like us to review or get more information on, let us know and we will do our best to make it happen.
The other thing that we really love about this unit is the build quality, how easy it is to clean, and how portable it is. Whatever your situation, whether you're weekend camping, you're living in a vehicle like ours, you have a tiny house, this is adaptable and can fit pretty much any situation. It's not super big, it's not super tall, coming in at 16 inches tall, so you can stuff it away pretty much anywhere that you want to put it.
All right, so let's chat about who we think each system is for. Now, if you are a part-timer, if you are taking this on weekend camping trips, or if you have a lot of people who will be using the toilet, then we personally think that the Cuddy Lite system is best for you. Because if you have a lot of users, you're never going to get to the point where it's actually composting, right? It's going to fill up faster. You're going to want that ease of just snatching the bag out and throwing it away. Also, if you have small kids who maybe will forget to do the agitator, it's just going to be more maintenance for you to do the standard Cuddy. That being said, I do think that the carbon filter and fan are a great addition for everyone. So if you are a weekender or someone who's traveling with this or a family, I would personally recommend that you get the Cuddy Lite system with the add-on of the fan and the carbon filter.
On the flip side, the Cuddy composting toilet is a great fit for anyone who's using this full time. Maybe there's only one or two of you. It's going to take longer to fill up this solids component. And the agitator is really good then because you can actually get composting material out of it. It'll be longer in between stretches, so you don't need to be chucking garbage bags out all the time.
I think that about covers it. If you have a question that we didn't get to, drop it in the comments below and we will make sure to do some follow-up videos, even if it's shorts. We will also include a link to the CompoCloset website on there. It is an affiliate link, so if you purchase through our link, we appreciate it. It helps us. It helps keep us on the road. This was not a sponsored video, but it was gifted, and I will say we are so happy that we made this switch. It has been an absolute upgrade on our entire bathroom situation.
When we first got into this, we looked at the price of these toilets ranging from anywhere of like $800 to $1,500, and we're like, we're not going to pay for that. That's not worth it. And you can definitely build a nice DIY toilet, and it can be nice for you. But in our experience, if we had made the choice back then and knew what we know now, we would have just bought this from the jump because it is worth it. All the features, the build quality, it's been a great upgrade.
Yeah, it makes your life easier. Thank you for being here. We love you guys. I hope this helps you in your decision toilet making process, and we will see you next week. Happy camping.